Hi, I'm Ezo. I'm a molecular biology and genetics student in Bilkent University. Today, I'm going to present you the experiment that I have performed for Physics 101 lecture, and it's called Measurement of the Acceleration Due to Gravity by Using Simple Pendulum. First, I will talk about the aim of my experiment, and I will generally describe my experiment to you. I will talk about this theory, and I will show you the video and results of my experiment, and I will analyze the results for you. The aim of my experiment was to measure a G value by using the pairs of strings with different lengths. This is an ideal sketching of my experiment. You can see here that this mass is in the equilibrium position. We will take this mass and we will release it from a higher point than the equilibrium position. It will go to the other side and it will come again the position where it starts to move. And this movement is called oscillation. We will use the required time for these oscillations to get an G value. These are the main materials for my experiment: a ruler, stopwatch, and mass. And this is a prepared setup of my experiment. You can see that this mass is suspended to a string, which is tied in the pivot point, and there is a stopwatch to measure the time. This is the theory behind my experiment. You can see that there is only one force acting on this mass, which is gravitational force. You can see that this component does not cause any motion, but in here there is a motion, and we can calculate it by using the torque equation. When we rearrange this formula, we will get the main formula for the simple pendulum that we will use in calculating the G value. This is me performing the experiment with 30 centimeters of the string. You can see that I'm waiting for 10 oscillations. I use 10 oscillations because I wanted to minimize the errors. I will show you another video of me using shorter string, 20 centimeter of string. You can see that the period is going less and less. The results that I obtained from this experiment is here. You can see in this column the required time for 10 oscillations for each strings and the pendulum period for each strings for each runs. And I measured the G value by using the equation that I showed you in the theory of my experiment. And I calculate the average of G value, which is 8.0 meter per second. However, the theoretical acceleration due to gravity was 9.8 meter per second square. So there is an error which is 18%. So there can be two main types of the errors in the experiment. First one is the systematic errors. So we can the only tool that I used for this experiment was a stopwatch. So we can check its calibration if it's accurate or not. And the other type of the error is random errors. There can be lots of things, but I will talk about three main possible problems. So first one is my reaction time. So when I start and stop the stopwatch, there can be mistakes in the time. And also the arc angle. So we can use a measuring tool for having a constant arc angles. And the other one is air friction. So we can use heavier object to reduce these errors. Thank you for listening to me. Have a great day.